Well, it's great to be here today on a Monday, and that's coming after a weekend of a lot of sporting activities and engagement. It promises to be an interesting show on Suk Sports today. My name is TC Barra. Well, let me let you know that over the weekend we saw new Wimbledon champions emerge. We also saw the Copa America get a new winner. The La Best Celeste picking up the crown and, of course, lifting the trophy back to back consecutively. And then Euros 2024 concluded.
I'm so nervous,
in a style
doing this
that
speech.
a lot of persons did not expect. I'm sure a lot of people had their money on England. But that will form the basics of our conversation today. Let me start by introducing Juve, who is at the extreme end on the set today. Why are you nodding in all directions?
You started saying lots of people are wondering the English Premiership boys. Definitely, there will be bias. Their biases was obvious. But for some of us that had studied pattern hearing since 1966 till date, England the Three Lions had never been able to prove us wrong. So we knew all along, even while Gary Neville and the rest of them were saying things, hey man, Roy Keane is the man. He said it, man. England, take your medicine, restart again. Hey, welcome to Suk Sport. I'm your boy Juvie, and it's going to be scintillating because Kevin will definitely
Kelvin, you're noble, you're calm. Tell me.
Just like the name.
Yes.
It was a heartbreaking weekend for me. Like really heartbreaking weekend for me because most of all the athletes and the games people actually wanted to perform, starting from tennis.
Yeah.
Pauline, my lady there, and Djokovic. I actually wanted something different just for him to.
Yeah.
But it
Balance in style.
come on. So then for the game, it was an interesting game.
Let's just hold that thought.
Okay.
Let's start from tennis.
Okay.
And then walk our way to football. Let's start from tennis. Alcaraz did beat Djokovic to retain the Wimbledon title. He defeated him at the All England Club. So although both players, had played last season together just a couple of 12 months ago, this particular pair or matchup didn't seem to live up to the expectation and hype. Do you agree or disagree?
No, it was. We were all expecting something tough and something more interesting, but Alcaraz came in and he made it very, very easy for him, and it was just like playing with someone who is just holding the bat for the first time. We were expecting a battle. We were expecting a battle, but man.
Jimmy seems to be enjoying himself at your period.
It's the week for the champions. Forget stories, man.
The young lad just did what he knew how to do very best, and come on, congratulations to him.
6-2, 6-2, 7-6-7-4 win for Carlos Alcaraz against a man who probably would have turned the tide of history if he had won one more Grand Slam title. Talking about Novak Djokovic, but then it's Alcaraz who came onto the player box to display his win, and Juve seems like you were there.
Every time I remember Rafael and his boy Alcaraz modeled Iga Swiatek. A great number of them modeled their pattern after Rafael. So hey, Rafael is the big boy when it comes to Wimbledon. Djokovic had once or thereabouts. So when it comes to generally Grand Slam, he's got many, but Wimbledon, it's not his thing so far. Roger Federer and all that. So I'm happy the young man came and did it. One would have expected a better match, $10,600. But basically, if it was Alcaraz, Medvedev, Alcaraz, Sinner for the final, you would have seen something different. Hey, to the great Djokovic, I think it's about time to rest that body. The body needs some rest, man. He's done all there is to be. So respect, beautiful game. I'm happy. And after Alcaraz won, I mean, it's a great one. Not just Alcaraz, a couple of other Spaniards and the national team.
Yeah.
Let's wait for that one, because that one is one here.
So it was a weekend. It was a weekend for the Spanish guys.
Yes, it
It
was.
was a weekend.
He went on to see that game eventually. We'll talk about that in a bit. But then let's listen to Carlos Alcaraz. I wonder if we have that ready right now.
I forgot to have some words to Novak and his team. Obviously, has been a really difficult few weeks for you. You guys have done an unbelievable work after the French Open, having surgery. Didn't know if you are able to play this tournament that you love playing and making the final a really great round. Feeling great physically has been unbelievable. I was talking to my team that there is something difficult to realize that just in 2 weeks after the your surgery, just playing point sets and playing matches in this surface that is kind of tricky. So I have huge respect for you, for your team. So great job, and keep going.
So for a second straight year, Djokovic was attempting to equal Roger Federer's record of 8 Wimbledon men's title, and he praised Carlos Alcaraz just after that match, describing him as one of the best he's played. Let's get to listen to Novak Djokovic.
To my wonderful children, Tara and Stefan, thank you also for bringing the smile to my face every single day. God, I keep on tearing up every single year when I look at them on the closing ceremony. But it's incredible to have them. I'm so thankful, to be a father of these 2 little angels that love tennis. They actually start to love tennis more and more. So. I don't know if I have the nerves really to keep on going with the coaching career to my son. There are a lot of beautiful things in life, my son. Tennis is not the only thing, but if you really wish to pursue it, I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. Okay, enough talking. I just want to say thanks to my whole team, coaching team, physiotherapists, everyone, managers. Thank you guys for sticking with me through good and bad times. We're probably the only ones that know what we've been through in the not only last month, but last 20 years. I've been with most of you for that long. So I love you guys. Thanks for being in my corner, and let's keep it going. Thank you very much.
Novak Djokovic, ladies and gentlemen.
Novak Djokovic going on and on, but then can he go on again? Is it possible that he can try again? I mean, we saw him, Juvi, just hold on to your horses just a little bit. We saw him drawn by. He didn't get to face Alex de Minaur. And then a lot of persons believe that if he probably had, played that fixture, he may not have made it to the finals, right? So I'm wondering for you, is this the end of an era? Or we might just be seeing, a surprise from Novak Djokovic?
Well, basically, I think the last 4, he's the last 4 standing, Murray, Roger, and Rafael. So I think it's an end. He's been able to pull through with 1 or 2 games, but hey, he's also been down, a couple of times with injuries and all that. And like he said, it was rather below what he was expecting to play. At his age, I think he's done. Great. For the age and the body is telling. So Djokovic, yes, his mind is there. Yes, he changed his coach the last time. Yes, but hey, I think it's about time.
And the crowd wasn't in his favor so much.
2 matches in between. It wasn't really. I don't know why Djokovic has had something like this over time. The crowd, unlike Federer, gets love from the crowd. Yeah. Rafael gets love from the crowd, but Djokovic, I don't know. I really don't understand that. But hey, kudos to him nonetheless. The young boy is learning, and so I think he might need to take a bow right now. It's the most beautiful one. I think he's done quite well for everybody, for every one of us. Yeah.
Kelvin, I'll be coming to you now. Barbora Krejcikova held up Jasmine Paolini, your babe, and she charged in a gripping Wimbledon final to claim a second Grand Slam single title. The French Open winner held her hands aloft as she sealed a 6-2, 2-6, 6-4 victory on her third championship point. And now with that victory, the 28-year-old has emulated her late friend and coach, Yana Novotná. Let's get to listen to her, then get back to the conversation real quick.
A couple of years ago, I was working with Yana Novotná. She won it here in 1998, and she was telling me a lot of stories about her journeys here, and I was so far when we had this talk, and I mean now I'm here and I'm thinking about Yana a lot. I have so many beautiful memories, and when I step on the court here, I'm just fighting for every single ball, because that's what I think she would want me to do. Before she passed away, she told me to go and win the slam. I never really dreamed of that I would win the same trophy as Yana did in 1998.
An emotional moment for Krejcikova, no doubt. The 31st seed also followed in the footsteps of the 2023 champion Markéta Vondrousova to make back-to-back champs for Czech Republic and the women's singles title. This country, Czech, didn't feel like a country that, goes all the way. It's not the usual name you hear when you're playing tennis or at this stage of the competition. Kelvin, I'm sure you'd have wanted to see the Italian Paolini, lift.
I really wanted that.
Italian Ghanaian. Don't forget that part, man. Her grandfather, man, and she also attributed her speed to the fact that
she's African. She's part African.
Yeah. So
is it possible that that's why Kelvin is drawn to her?
No, I think I'm actually drawn to her because of I like her fighting spirit.
Okay, and she's young.
And she's young.
And she's beautiful.
Yeah, at that
part of it, but I think
she's African.
She's African. She's one of us. So I like her fighting spirit. During the semi-finals, she came from behind and she qualified. And when she was speaking, you can see the emotion in her, and she has this thing in her that she believes that definitely I can do this. So definitely I can achieve this. But man, it is what it is. Yeah.
All right, from tennis, we'll move on to Teqball. This time around is your head, your legs on a board. And the World Championship Qualifiers wrapped up in Aba, as 11 Nigerian states had participated. We had a conversation with the national vice president of the federation last week, and he brought us up to speed with that tournament, which concluded over the weekend. And of course, we had dignitaries. The governor was there, the executive governor of the state was there, as well as the ambassador to Hungary. He was also there. But then Abia's Khalida Kurdi got to the finals, but he was defeated. Delta also claimed the men's double crown, with Oyemade and Andy Koko clinching victory over Abia's Funsho Samson and Khalid Kurdi. Abia athletes shown in the women's singles and mixed doubles, with Rashidat, Bukola, Salua claiming the women's singles, while Salua partnered with Funsho Samson to win the mixed doubles. Ibn Abo Alex Giorgio from River State secured 2 podium finishes, with winning the women's singles silver and the women's double gold alongside Gladys Alice Abasi. So like I mentioned, the governor was there. He had sponsored. You listened to Mr. Ndudi Manuel talking about the Abia State government sponsoring this event. But the beautiful thing about it was Mr. Lorando Endrefi, the ambassador of Hungary to Nigeria, present at that particular event. And we heard that this event, this sport, Teqball, originated from Hungary. And then you're looking at the development spreading beyond Hungary and becoming an African sport.
Yeah.
I've seen various versions, outdoor, indoor, even the beach version.
Yeah.
I've even seen notable football players like Ronaldinho, take part in this. But then Nigeria's #1 Teqball player did speak after winning gold in the men's single and doubles at the Teqball World Championship. He qualified for the World Series in the US. Victor Oyemade is going to be We'll be putting it up right now for you. All right, so we may not be able to bring that right now, but let's let you know that the World Tech Championship Qualifier in Abia State 2024 final standings had Rashidat Bukola Salua of Abia finishing first, Ibinabo Alex Jojo of River State finishing second, Rejoice Jatao of Imo finishing third. In the men's single, Victor Ademoye Oyemade of Delta finished first, Khalid Akorede of Abia finished second, Toby Mejedi of Abia finishing third. And so we have all of that. We might not be able to bring you up to speed, but there you can check our various social media handles as we will be putting it up there for your consumption. From Teqball, we move right now. So from Teqball now, we will be going to another sports, paddling really fast. As much as the paddle or the canoe, oh well, you paddle, and for the canoe you paddle. So Pogacar stormed to stage 15 win to stretch the Tour lead and took a huge step towards reclaiming the Tour de France title. He produced what has been described as a scintillating, superb ride to secure a second straight stage win. The two-time champion soloed to victory on stage 14 and followed that up by dismissing his competition on a grueling climb. That's how it's been described by pundits. He finished at stage 15 in the Plateau de Belle and left Jonas Vingegaard behind to claim his 14th stage win by 1 minute 8 seconds, while Remco Evenepoel crossed almost 3 minutes down in third. So that stage was 197.7 kilometers. From Lundeville. It featured 4 categories, one climb with a horse category climb, and then the toughest to the finish, which was about 4,831 meters of elevation, 9% of this year's total elevation gain. So the race headed into the Pyrenees this weekend. 2 big mountain stages were seen as a chance for Pogacar's general classification rivals to close on the gap, but then we saw him win at the end. From cycling right now, we'll move on real quick. Golf or dart? Where should we make a stop? Real quick, guys.
Let's do golf, man. Let's do golf.
All right, let's head over to the world of golf. We had MacIntyre vow to celebrate hard after winning the Scottish Open. Some big money there from the Scottish Open in golf. On home soil, we saw MacIntyre helped by a huge slice of luck on the 16th to gain 4 strokes in his closing 5 holes to post a 3 under 67 that was capped by title-winning birdie putt from 22 feet on the last. Great stuff from MacIntyre. We talked about him last week, I think, if I remember clearly. I think when we were talking about the US riders and the captainship, but then we've seen players, or rather golfers, big names edged out. The likes of Adam Scott is edged out by a shot after the Australian had set the target with a 67. Frenchman Romain Langesque also finished third on 15 under with Mark Lowry, your guy, GV, and Ludwig Aberg a further shot back. But then we saw Swede Aberg, who had led from halfway the stage, struggling to close in 3 over 73. So congratulations to MacIntyre. He's now a 2-time PGA Tour winner within 6 weeks, having triumphed at the Canadian Open with that dougie in the back. That's some money. But then the LIV Golf is where we had a lot of money spent on golf. And Sergio Garcia is the man who earned his professional win in 4 years as he got the better of India's Anirban Rahimi in a playoff at the LIV Golf Andalucia. The Spainer shot a final round 66 at the Real Club of Valderrama to make up 7 strokes, an overnight leader Lahiri, and finished in a tie on 5 under. So much money in the LIV, and it's the Spaniard who is getting it. You know, the last time we talked about it, we said the reason people go, okay,
Because
old
of them-
people's home, retirement plans and
According
benefits.
to Jovi.
Well, the prize money for this, $3.15 million. No, that's in pounds, bro.
No, pounds. Expand it again.
Yeah.
No, you understand what I'm saying. I mean, a great deal of people. I mean, people had come out openly to just say, "Hey, it's about the money, man. These guys throw a lot of money around."
So you move away from the PGA and you go to LIV circuit because of the money.
Just like moving away from Premier League or the Spanish league to
The Saudi Arabia.
the Saudi Arabia retirement plan.
But then I noticed it's also gaining the traction. I
Definitely.
mean, the publicity is also.
I think
For the very right reason now. There's money. Nothing else, man.
no, come on, but
The game. How many people are there?
Juvi,
You just come, you coach these guys.
I feel after a matter of time, it's going to be beyond the money.
Yeah.
It's going to be.
But for now, it's about the money.
For now, I think that they just needed something to get people's attention.
Just like Saudi
so when
League,
people are
right?
glued to it and people are comfortable with it, it's going to be beyond the money.
Careful. They don't have the people. They don't have their own guys.
They'll bring the
ladies.
people then.
Yeah.
So you keep going out
to
bring.
poach.
Yeah.
So it
Get
doesn't
people,
really.
and the only reason you can convince them is the kind of amount you throw to them. But then look at
message
what
of
happened.
the integrity of the game.
Okay, so FIA rules, just like you have in the Premiership,
Yeah.
means it doesn't apply there.
Nobody cares about that. Really. And those guys want to come back to the Masters as well. So PGA sometimes gives you the condition that, man, if you left for these guys, it's like you're the prodigal son, sort of. And you go away and you want to come back and enjoy both ends. You can't eat your cake and have it, man. Just go to LIV. Go, no problem. Go play there. When you're tired, you want to play with the big boys.
All right, you got big boys right here on set. It's Souk Sports on Souk News Television, but we're not taking a hit. But then, boxing is up next with Ennis retaining his welterweight title. Rising US star Jaron Ennis hailed as the future of boxing. And after a fifth-round stoppage of challenger David Avanesian to retain his IBF World Welterweight crown, the 27-year-old was fighting for the first time in more than a year and took some shots from his experienced opponent, but that wasn't enough. He had too much skill, too much power for the Russian, and edged some competitive opening rounds before stepping it up from the third round to delight more than 14,000 fans, and that translates to the amount of tickets, the amount that would have been generated from ticket sales. So this went down at the Wells Fargo Center in his home city of Philadelphia, and after sending the 35-year-old to the canvas in the fifth round, he launched a sustained attack to win. Great stuff from that boxer. I'm thinking of pairing you and Juvie in a ring.
Come on,
Yeah, if the money is good, I'll come from retirement. I mean, it's.
So what are you going to be fighting under?
I really don't know yet. Well, we create something we can work on.
I don't know. Will you fall into the welterweight category?
Not featherweight.
So when you see something like this, a 27 years old
Yeah.
man taking it at
35
5 years. So this alone tells you that age is something we can't really cheat. We know we've seen cases where we've seen cases where we see the other ones beating the younger ones, which is possible as well. But the stamina,
who is in 35 is still in his
the stamina. Come on,
George Foreman came at 45 to retain the world champion. Not
against who?
He beat the young boy. He beat him to pop. You could check history. So
I feel it's a lot more than the age.
It's not. It's your determination.
I think this one is beyond. I think it's beyond. Fine.
35.
That might be part of it, but
Mike Tyson at 35.
27, 30.
You
guys
say
stamina, the energy.
You realize that he took some beating as well.
It's boxing. You punch.
Sugar Ray Leonard, it's 35. I'm trying to give you the link.
It depends on
Bruno at 35. Bruno at 35. I mean, these guys are lethal. I mean, they will kill you. And
so what would you now say about this? I feel the age matters. Seriously, it does. It does to a very great extent. It does.
For a good number of great fighters, they came in at when you thought it was twilight of their life, and they came back and they were knocking people.
Yeah.
I mean, knocking them silly. Hagler and the rest of them.
But I still feel it boils down to the age.
From to athletics, let's see who runs faster between both of you, since it's a competition. Adeleke did win first Diamond League event in Monaco, the Ireland or Irish Rhasidat Adeleke sounds very nice. So we're talking about this.
Representing.
And so you got Rashidat Adeleke.
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 Okay, so Rashida laid down a marker for the Paris Olympics, dominating the 400 meters at the Diamond League event in Monaco. The 21-year-old won ahead of Dutch sprinter Lee Klaver with a time of 49 seconds, 49.17 seconds, which was just outside her Irish record. Adeleke has been in superb form, and her first Diamond League victory comes after she claimed the European 400 meter silver in June. Now, that medal also came after helping Ireland to a historic 4x400 meters mixed relay gold in Rome, where she also contributed to her country's silver medal in the women's 4x400 meters. Real quick now, I'll let you know that the countdown is on to the Paris Olympics. It's getting close. I can almost smell Paris from here.
Yeah.
But then Wright and
Paris.
Chisnell did lose in the World Championship. Talking about that match play, first round former champion Peter Wright has had a torrid 2024, and that continued as he lost to Andrew Gilding in the first round of the World Match Play in Blackpool. The two-time world champion struggled through the Premier League. He finished bottom of the table, and his troubles seemed to continue as he went down 10-5 to Gilding Wright, who won the match day in 2021. And then he went for a breakdown early, but then recovered to get back on the trail, and that wasn't enough. A poor finishing saw him broken again, and Gilding, the world number 20, pressed on to hand Wright his first round one exit at the match play since 2014. Now, there were a combined 15 maximums as Belgium's Dimitri van der Beer beat Martin Schindler of Germany 10-6. Van der Beer also had a 9 darter, while Ross Smith backed up his win at the Players' Championship with a 10-4 win over Josh Rock. Joe Cullen also cruised into round 2 with a 10-4 win over Northern Ireland's Brendan Dolan. We'll take a moment when we return. Copa America, Euro 2024, and of course, transfer stories right here in Suk Sports. Don't move a muscle. And yes, Monday's edition comes with a lot of trending stories. Let's start off with the third place of the Copa America 2024, where Uruguay finished third at the Copa America after a 4-3 penalty shootout victory over Canada. And that follows Luis Suarez's dramatic injury time equalizer. Now, the match at Charlotte Bank at the American Stadium went to penalties after it had ended 2-2 in normal time. And Luis Suarez seems to be trending once again, this time around for the right reason.
For the right
Not
reason.
biting.
Not
Easy. But then I thought he was out of the
Come
picture.
on, I swear. Serious. I wasn't even expecting him to keep making headlines.
That's
Come
where
on.
experience, age, like fine wine.
Mm.
It goes better.
Mm.
Yes.
And
Suarez.
it was
Yes.
same Suarez.
Yes.
Same
Like
old
Mercy.
Suarez.
Yes. Like Mikel Obi.
Come on. Come on.
So we'll move on now and let you know that Argentina did win her 16th Copa America title. But the game before it even started was marred by fan trouble. Kickoff was delayed by 80 minutes because of trouble outside the ground in Miami. Just a few kilometers away from where Lionel Messi plays, right? You know, we had talked about the fact that the price of the ticket had gone up to like $2,000. And so were you expecting Americans to not scale the fence? I mean, it was good. I mean, I saw videos, I saw pictures. I mean, people were handcuffed, people were, I don't know how to describe the side, but it wasn't pleasure. But then you would understand how passionate people are to want to see the game. But for the prices of these tickets to have been skyrocketed to almost 100% or more, I think it was over 1,000%. What do you make out of it? Just to watch Lionel Messi, who eventually broke his leg.
Yeah, it's football. It's the game. It's the beauty. It's the fact that this is the finals, and probably this is the last time you see Messi play at this level. The last time you see Di Maria play at this level, and a good number of them. And so, with the build-up, Messi came to the US, and MLS and the big boys are out there. So it's the stunts. They just cash in on the occasion. Hey, there's not going to be another match tomorrow, so let's cash in on this. And people want to see Messi play. He's a beautiful footballer. Hate it or love it, I'm not in for the Messi Ronaldo thing, but you want to watch him play effortlessly. Someone was describing it as, Iniesta was saying the fact that right now he doesn't play with so much pressure. He's not going to
There's
prove
nothing
any
to
point
prove
to
anymore.
you anymore, man. He's
done
just
everything.
watching all his
won
boys.
everything.
Yamil and
They're not his
Omo,
boys.
his boys. I mean, they're his boys. He blessed them.
Ah.
Bless them, Papa. He blessed them. And right now, it's going to be a beautiful one. But hey, man, but the fact that they got it back to back is beautiful. There's nothing left, no argument. Messi has made it. I mean, it's a big name. He comes into, he walks into the dressing room and he says, guys, let's do it this way. And so the way he carried it, he was not saying, hey, it's about Messi. He said, Di Maria and every other person, let's just come and take this. It's for the team. And that's one of the things I love about him personally. I mean,
Well, Lautaro Martinez struck in the second half of extra time from Giovanni Lo Celso's through ball to secure the win. Captain Lionel Messi was left in tears when he had to be replaced midway through the second half after he got injured. But then we've seen successive wins for La Celeste and, of course, for Messi as the country celebrates their third successive major tournament after the final whistle. Before we came into that tournament, Kelvin, you think you gave it to Colombia eventually?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I did.
And
I was
in the
expecting.
last 30 games, they have only lost twice.
I gave it to them, and during the game, during the Colombian Argentina game, yes, Colombia scored a goal, which was disallowed. No, I saw when the goal came in, I saw how the Colombians were even crying, like, "Man, we've gotten this, we've won this already."
That's
So,
what they said.
as in, you see the joy, when the game, these boys, they fought for it. They played with all they've got. You understand? So it's.
So you
Well,
think a bit of hard luck would have played its taken
come
a
on,
toll on
yeah,
them?
and you know I still feel the Messi effect is still there.
Yeah.
Come on, that guy is. Should I say he's actually he's still one of the gods of football. So the effect is always in every game. The name alone,
Yeah, carries weight.
come on. Having someone like Messi in your team, there's this winning mentality. You come in with no matter what, we are going on with it.
Twice.
And you know the Argentine defense is actually very tight.
Yeah.
They have a very solid goalkeeper. They have a very solid goalkeeper, and no,
Two times
two
they
times.
have lost in the last 30 games, and it was to
yeah,
Argentina.
27, their 27 winning streak was ended. All thanks to the Argentines, and I'm happy.
Is
The
that
Copa
all?
America is beautiful, man. Brazil didn't make it to the final. Even Uruguay, no matter how good Chile and the
Uruguay
Uruguay play. I mean, you have Copa America is beautiful because they understand one another. It's not you are coming here to do one magic. They all have got a good team, so you couldn't say it was because of one individual star. Yes, Messi has got a big name,
But you have
but
to
they
be a
could
good
match him. I mean, for you to hold Messi for that long, oh man, it's a beautiful.
We've seen that game where they veered him now, even without him scoring all during
Yeah,
the
no,
game.
but he doesn't. Messi,
so
right now, he doesn't need to score.
I
All he does is
like I said,
give one mad pass.
like I said, I feel his name alone. If Messi is in the game, come on,
There's
this.
that mindset, there's that perception.
Come on, it's
Just by anything. The guy is fluid. He could just look and just run one evil pass, and that's all. And Martinez goes in and crushes it for
It
you.
wasn't so good for the Three Lions. They were defeated courtesy of Mikel Oyarzabal's late winner, leaving England heartbroken in the second successive European Championship final. Gareth Southgate's team couldn't end the long wait for success for the men's team. They've waited 58 years. It's been 58 years of pain, disappointment, and that continued as they were beaten by La Roja of Spain. Well, it happened at the Berlin's Olympia Stadium, and Spain's youngster wingers combined to give them the lead 2 minutes after the break as Lamine Yamal's pass opened up space for Nico Williams to beat England keeper Jordan Pickford with a powerful low finish. England captain on his own, he was out of sorts once more. Had to be substituted on the hour. It was Cole Palmer on for Kobe Mino, who raised the hopes of another dramatic comeback with a composed left foot strike after 73 minutes. But then that wasn't enough. It was Spain who snatched the win 4 minutes from time as Oyemade slid home Marc Cucurella's cross. Great stuff that sent the stadium into a frenzy.
Yeah, you know, the game started.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm patient.
I'm very sure what Juve was expecting from the game yesterday was he was expecting a game where England would just be struggling and
Spain would
dominate.
And England didn't struggle, right?
Spain struggled at the time.
No, England didn't struggle, right?
Come on, the game was balanced.
And all EPL supporters was once England, Gary Neville said Cucurella is the reason Spain will not take this. And the young man answered him, man, thank you very much for your support. We made it all the way. So no cup is coming to England since 1969. In case you don't know, let me take you back. These guys, it was just like Nigeria at AFCON. Individual talent took us to the final, and at the final we could not reignite or do anything meaningful with our chances. Hey, even if they added 30 more minutes, the Spaniards will score more goals. There are much better chances. You brought in Tony, you brought in all you could bring in.
Second person pronoun. Were you the coach of England? Are you Gareth Southgate?
No, I'm all for the guys. I'm all for the guys.
He's got his bias towards England. Are you just like Chike? I mean, there are many around me. Told them the Spaniards are the guys to watch out for.
You know why your voice is this loud? It's because the game ended 2-1. And because
the Spanish team,
no doubt,
played football.
No doubt.
Just making
they deserve it more because of the way they started with tournament. They had the more complete team. The way
it was a team.
They had the best.
You don't have to
They had the best team. No doubt, yes, they deserve it more because they've played more. They've played from other game, but. The final was an interesting game. England played very well.
England played very well in 2021.
They played very well.
Even guys, you guys
do you think it was? See, if check the England record during this tournament, they have conceded goals, come from behind, and even win.
It's just one.
Come on, it's like 3.
One.
Do your check-ins.
So why should you come from behind? You have EPL, the most celebrated league, one of the most celebrated.
And they scored.
Okay. You guys, we'll be moving on from the guys. We'll take this away from there. I think the camera should straight to my face.
I told these guys.
I said, let you know.
You could not do that.
England is coming and taking it.
When? Thank you very much. We'll take a break now. I want to return. We'll bring you much more.
Team.
6 years, they're taking it.
Southgate is retiring already. He's resigning.
Is he the only coach in town?
You don't have.
Is he the only coach in town?
Are you taking over this show?
He should leave.
This is the reason we're here today.
So, but Gareth Southgate will be offered a pundit role if he's going to be stepping down. His future is unknown at the moment, uncertain at the moment. So according to Mike,
that's why it's decided already.
No, I think if he should just leave.
He should at this point.
Yeah, he should leave.
One of the most sterling record with their managers or coaches, man. Yeah. Back to back. So
semi-finals, final. Come on.
But it's been knocked out consistently as well.
So Spain and Argentina will meet in the 2025 finalism, having won the Euros and Copa America tournament. And of course, I want to let you know that Thomas Müller has retired from the Germany national team at the age of 34 after 131 caps. A sterling career.
See, we can't see. I understand we've got time, but the fact is, Nigeria, we need to start to think NFL, everybody. You need to think, man. We don't have the 16-year-old anywhere. We don't have the 17. We don't have 19-year-old. We come in and we are even going outside the shores of Nigeria, which seem to be alien to us. I mean, you could go to Ranchers Beach, you could go to BC's Lions, go to 3SC and just take some guys. And we're not building anything. And we cannot sustain the fact that we go out and we beg boys to come represent us. We are over 200 million Nigerians and the youths are over 130 million. And so we shouldn't be looking at this. Look at Spain. Very small. Lagos and Ogun State can take over Spain. But look at what they are producing. I mean, the future of these guys will last maybe 2027, 2030 something. and we don't have a team yet. We should be talking about these things, man.
Well, crazy situations and times, I'd say. But Manchester United has signed Bologna striker Zirkzee for £36.5 million and also have agreed to sell Kamwala to Villarreal. We hear that Ipswich has signed Delap from Manchester City in a £20 million deal. Some of these deals have come through, confirmed.
Yeah.
So much money in the air.
Yeah. The for a time from now, the transfer window will close, and it's better you know what you want and you go for it now.
There's some teams that like to wait for transfer deadline.
It's always happened. It always happened at the last day. That's when more transfers even happen before like an hour to go. You see people just rushing into, and so by so doing, some people you do wrong transfers. So it's better you just take your time. You know what you want, or you know what is lacking in your team, and you just get your time. It's congratulations to Manchester United. They never does this. I think the new management, the new board, is actually working to restructure the whole team and not just the team.
All right, so rumor has it, we will be bringing you up to speed. We hear that Liverpool is in talks to sign Crystal Palace defender Mark Guehi. Adam Watson wants to stay at Selhurst Park. Arsenal and Aston Villa are battling for Mikel Merino. Those are some of the stories making the rounds. But let me let you know that Lazio president Lotito has said he has offered 25 million euros plus add-ons and 50% sell-on clause to Manchester United. For who? Mason Greenwood.
I think this is a rumor, but it's going to be a good deal for Manchester United. Yeah, it's going to be a good deal.
Money looks fair enough.
Yeah.
No distraction.
Sell-on clause, add-ons.
I'm not even talking about the
What
they're paying now. What
Mason.
is more than this now, 25. Come on now.
I mean,
Even I'm not talking about what he gets now. I'm talking about the other advantage. If he decides to leave Lazio, probably to another club with higher money, Manchester United still get something from it, which make more sense. So not just the instant benefit you get from him now, future benefits. Just like Zirkzee that Manchester United signed, the striker, the young striker. Now, Bayern Munich got 21 million pounds from what Manchester United paid for this young man. Bologna got their own share.
But number of clubs are putting their conditions
it
to
is
so if
better.
you want to take before time, I think
It's better. This is a good deal for Mike, but I'm not sure if Mason will want to go to Lazio.
Well, Victor Osimhen, where would you be headed? We hear that negotiations have been reignited for Victor Osimhen. The Parisian club doesn't plan to pay his release clubs and hopes to negotiate with Napoli. 130 million euros in release clause. But then there's been a lot of talks about him going to, the English Premier League.
Which club exactly?
Chelsea.
Chelsea buys everybody though.
I think basically that's the team where he could fit.
They can buy everybody. They can buy everybody. They can even call me and decide to buy Chike.
Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has agreed to move to Alcatia, according to Santi Auna. And
Retirement.
okay. England midfielder Adam Watson, who is 20, will turn down interest from Manchester City, Bayern Munich, and Real Madrid to stay at Crystal Palace. Yeah or nay?
I think the offer.
Some of the big names.
I think one of the offer was not good enough.
Right?
Yeah, it was not good enough. That's why for a club like Manchester City, but come on now, the offer was not good enough, and probably the club does not want to let him go.
So Arsenal are favourites to beat Aston Villa in the race to sign Real Sociedad and Spain midfielder Mikel Merino, who is 20, and we hear that 28. Yeah. We heard that Manchester City plan to sign Spain and RB Leipzig midfielder Dani Olmo, who's 26, by triggering his £15 million release clauses in his contract. And the last few minutes, we'll take a look at sports business. DR's Wimbledon deal shows an enduring tennis value in Denmark, as DR secured a 3-year deal for its Wimbledon rights following a 1-year agreement last year, as Denmark continues to provide strong returns for tennis rights holders. International Olympic Committee and Saudi Arabia have gone into a partnership, a 12-year deal for Olympic Esports Games. And so we've seen Saudi Arabia emerge as the home for esports and gaming industry. And that has been underlined by the International Olympic Committee awarding the country hosting rights to its new Olympic Esports Games event. Great stuff.
Yeah, we spoke about the E stuff, man. Allow me play from wherever I am.
Yeah,
Don't bring
online.
don't bring me. If I'm in Nigeria, whatever I'm doing, just let the rules be general, man. Let us E Olympics, man. It's going to be interesting.
I said it should be regulated now because of the your internet, the speed for some countries, like our speed there might be faster than that. Our speed there might be faster than that of our African countries. So things like that. But the world is going global, so we should.
Well, that's too much we can take on the show. Many thanks for staying tuned. It's been Souk Sports and Souk News Television. I've had Juvie and Kelvin on the show. My name is TC Barra, and many thanks to everyone who's worked behind camera to ensure that this gets to you. Have yourself a wonderful day, and bye for now.
Bye.
Take care, man. Take me out of here, man.